Wait for the show to go live. Go live. Go live. Oh.
You are far smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation. Go on and...
I'm far smarter. I'm smarter.
I'm gonna fucking look for the song. I'm gonna play that shit.
Hey.
Are we live yet, baby?
Hey.
Yeah, we're on.
Hey.
I don't see us on Facebook.
Hey.
Give it a minute.
Are smarter. Are smarter. Are smarter.
That is our fucking theme song, bro.
Go on and...
Oh, man.
Okay.
What up? There it is. I see it now. There we go. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking.
Far smarter.
Now,
What
Brian,
about?
I'm about to send B something on.
As long as we far smarter. How you doing?
Far smarter. I'm good today. I got some rest yesterday.
Some facial hair. Your balls are sweaty.
My balls are sweaty. I don't know why, but they be sweaty, you know what I mean?
I can't relate. Thank God for Jesus.
Thank God, Jesus.
I
You know what I mean? Hold on. I got to send you something.
Well, I want you to just greet our people.
Well, people, hello. How y'all doing? What's up? It's fucking Monday. You know what it is. I'm just trying to get some shit together. I should have got very unprofessional. I should have got it done before the show, but sorry. Running late, tablet issues, all that shit. We be here. So white man, Hunter. That's Hunter. I know who that is. That's Hunter. Why do I know that? Why do I know that shit?
Know that?
No, I shouldn't know that shit. Okay. So Hunter.
I thought that was right.
Huh? Who do you think that was?
Kelsey Grammer.
Really? No. That's Hunter. Yeah, he be going back. He be going back picking good ones, though. He be picking good ones. All right. So it's another fine fucking Monday. Here we go. You know what it is. You know what time it is. You know what I mean? If you see us, you know what time it is. All right?
Yes.
It is Monday time for us to do what we do. Now, this weekend we went outside. You know what I mean? I went outside Friday night or Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night I went outside and we went to FOE. Shout out to FOE for having their first fucking anniversary party. It was kind of dope. The vibe was real chilling there. Everybody was having a good time. It was hot as fuck. Niggas, the go-go band was go-going. Niggas was grooving.
Obsession.
Yo, shout out to Obsession. Shout out to them.
OT, J-Rock did it.
They did their damn thing. Yo, the party was smoking. I ain't even gonna front. Now look, I keep telling y'all, if you don't go outside when we go outside, find out where Kiki's gonna be at. You have to see Kiki in her element. Because once you see it, you're never gonna see it again. You guys don't believe me. You don't believe me when I say Kiki be outside. Yo, Kiki was outside this year with like the 80s theme joint on. Kiki was 80s themed, dog, even down to the hair. If y'all think I'm playing, you had to be there to see it. You know what I mean? Kiki was in her own groove, chilling. I'm
a theme girl. I'm a theme girl. No lies told. I'm a theme girl. And the theme, for those who did not go, the amazing theme was Freaknik, which I've never gone to. But I looked that shit up, tried to figure out something, and I made it do what it do. So shout out to them for thinking outside the box, honestly. You know what? Don't tell nobody, but women always want to find a reason to dress like a slut. Period. I'm women. Respectfully.
So respectfully, hey, Mr. Hunter, are you there, Mr. Hunter?
I am here.
Did you get what I sent you, sir?
I'm trying to get
Okay.
it on.
Take your time. For you people that weren't there, you just need to see what the white man is getting ready to share. Because y'all don't be believing me. But I can promise you this much. I can guarantee you this much. You'll never see her wear that outfit again. You'll never see her wear that outfit again. So it's a must. I implore y'all, if y'all get a chance and y'all want to go outside and Kiki's out there, man, get it, take it in. Because I cannot say, out of all the years I've seen Kiki, when she steps outside, I cannot say that I've seen her repeat the outfit yet. I can't say that. What up, though?
What up,
I can't say that I saw her repeat the outfit. Kiki was in full theme. She killed it. The rest of us niggas didn't follow the fucking memo. But Kiki follows memos, nigga. You know what I mean? You need a Kiki on your team, bro. I'm trying to tell you. But when y'all see this come up, y'all gonna see what the fuck I'm talking about. Kiki was just, she was in her groove, dog.
You know what? Because back in the day,
What up?
Very early MC, everybody had a thing. Everybody had something that they just want that was relegated to them. Like, you had dudes in your club. Like when I had dudes in my club, we did Marvel. We did Marvel way back, like year 16 or some shit like that. Yeah. We did Marvel back then. We did Carnival. We did Mardi Gras. We did everything, like just to give people something to do and to win some prizes and to get into some spirit, because party's a party. And honestly, it's only what you make it.
Now hold on. Now Moet was there. My right foot was there. My right foot was there, and my right foot. She don't disappoint either. She gonna wear some shit that you gonna be like, really, sis? Really, really? And she gonna throw that thing. I'm gonna tell you what. You better hold the fuck on.
She was clapping down. You know
what I mean? Well, the point of what I'm saying is, everybody was having a really good time, man. It was a dope vibe. I appreciate the effort we invited us out. You know what I mean? And I appreciate the war that they bestowed upon Underworld. Yeah, man, just dope vibe. I you know what I mean? I wish I could have been outside for more the weekend, but I couldn't. You know what I mean? We got back to the hotel. I didn't get home till 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning.
That sounds about right.
Right? Back at the hotel, everybody chilling. We first get to the hotel, we sitting up there. The little manager dude comes out and he's like, "You have to keep it down." I was like, "We're not even loud yet."
Not
yet. He's like, "What? Well, if somebody's complaining, well, fuck them. It's going to get worse. I'm warning you, it's going to get worse. These people haven't come in from the fucking party yet, so it's going to get worse." As people proceed in from the fucking party, the shit just went for, it turned into a whole fucking night thing. It was a bar out there. These niggas had makeshift coolers. Stripes took a trash bag, went down to the ice machine, filled that shit up, opened his book bag and dropped the ice bag, the bag of ice in his book bag and stuck bottles of liquor in it. Nigga, you had to be there. Yeah.
Well, there you go. That sounds about right. That sounds about right?
Yeah, but it does, man. Niggas was having a good time, man. I'm trying to tell you. Don't do you like what, Mo? Mo, I love you, Mo, but baby.
She already know.
Baby. I'm at the bar and I turn around and then my sister Mo right there. You know what I mean? What up, though? You see what I look down and see what she got on. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Who the fuck? That's a very bad picture.
Oh, let the video play.
That's a very bad picture. That's a very.
It's not even supposed to be a picture, though.
I don't know if I was in motion, but that's a very bad picture. No.
It's a video. It's not a picture. Because it's just freezing. If it's not freezing, y'all gotta get the full of it. That's why she's in tears. Yeah, she knows what it is.
That's okay. I got a picture to send you. I got a great picture. I was gonna say that's very terrible. Tone.
Yes, it was. I missed it. I didn't catch her when she was. My bad, y'all. You can take it down. Hunter, because it didn't. I thought I caught her while she was in her groove, but obviously, you know what I mean. I may have had 1 or 2 hours having a couple drinks, and I caught her at the end of her groove. But you see what she had on, though. Do you see what she had on? Let me be honest. Some of you bitches could never.
You guys,
Think about attempting to do what this person did over here.
no, some people listen. The ones who I knew who really put that shit with the earrings and the goddamn. Well, I didn't really see the hair. I wanted to see the hair. I wanted to see some.
But the hair was an essential thing back then. You could do the earrings and other shit like that, and that's cool. But the fucking hair, Kiki was on mark for the hair, bro. For the hair, you know what I mean? So it's always good. It's always a good time. What up, though? Mel was out there. You know what I mean? Mel was out there. Yo, Crazy Black Tigers was out there. Yo, it was a good vibe. You know what I mean? It was a good vibe. You know what I mean? First, I'm glad to get to some of these parties where you know what I mean, where everybody's having a good time, and you know what I mean. It is what it is. Now, last week we had a real interesting show. Right, we had an interesting show, and we talked about some things, and we talked about some set stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say it like this: to cap that off is like, yo, you're gonna be in situations, and you're gonna see stuff that you know what I mean. People are amazed to seeing on the set, and things are gonna happen. You know what I mean? You have to always please remind yourself: there's always 2 sides to a story. And there's always the truth in the middle, you know what I mean? And your job as the individual in the middle is to try to find out the truth, you know what I mean? What I don't want to do is go on here and you know what I mean? Get into that. Some things transpired, some things, you know what I mean? You know, it is what it is, you know what I mean? We're going to see this. And unfortunately, some of the things we were just talking about last week transpired over the weekend. Sad, but yo, it is what it is. I'm going to speak on something, though. It doesn't take a motherfucker much just to communicate with somebody. A simple phone call, a simple conversation can avoid a lot of conflict and a lot of bullshit a lot of the time. And that is clear to see some of you grown motherfuckers don't know how to do that. That's sad. When you can't just pick up the phone and be like, yo, respectfully. You know what I mean? But then when you see a nigga outside, you try and dap a nigga like, what's up? Now fuck out of here, nigga. I'm gonna be the nigga who be like, fuck out of here, nigga. I'm not gonna go into details because that's just no point. But the point is, a lot of conflicts and a lot of bullshit can be solved with having a conversation. When I say having a conversation, listen to understand what somebody is saying. Listen to comprehend them. You know what I mean? Don't listen to respond off of emotion because you may not like what they're saying. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, we got to sit down and we got to learn to communicate a lot better with each other, man. You know what I mean? Because it's not, this is why a lot of drama is going on. This is why a lot of drama keeps on persisting because, we can't talk to each other. What the fuck is the point? What is we grown? Why can't I come to you, Kiki, and be like, yo, Kiki, look, this was up, baby. You know what I mean? Listen, this was going on, whatever. And we can have a healthy dialogue. I may not agree with what Kiki is saying. Kiki might not be like, nah, I'm not agreeing with what he's saying. But we still can have the conversation anyway and respectfully, you know what I mean, understand each other where we both come from. And so much shit can be dealt with differently if you can have a conversation. That's my take on that.
I want to say something. As it relates to the comments that you're making, I definitely was smacked in the face. I was not paying a lot of attention till I paid a lot of attention, and a lot of things made sense. As a lot of things became very clear to me. I don't have permission to just say what I want to say at this time because other people. It's not me. So I'm going to be kind. I'm going to, if you know, you fucking know. But what I want to say is it's disappointing. It's surprising. It's unbelievable. It's the way this situation was handled, the way people is moving. Like, that's disgusting. I've been through it. been through it. And it's not easy. What I would for the people who on the right side of right, stay strong. Keep your head up. It happens. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Because for real, what you find out, you it's like a marriage, right? You want to find out kind of early your bitch ain't shit, as opposed to like longevity or being stuck. You know what I'm saying? And just have my underworld know. So I'm gonna say, y'all know what the fuck.
Nigga, you already know Underworld knows. Nigga, I'm just saying. I think, you know, like I said, there's always two sides to a story, right? I don't choose to indulge in the story to know everything in the details. That's y'all business. But a lot of things make sense now. A lot of things I understand. A lot of things are a lot better now. I am shocked. My flabber was gasted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely. And so here's the thing. When we had an anniversary party, right? I am not the person that wants to have entailed conversations and talk. What up, though? What up, sis? What's happening? You know what I mean? I'm not the person that wants to have them entail conversations like, yo, can I talk to you right now? Nah, nigga, I'm in the middle of a party. We celebrating this club. I'm not going to disrespect this club because I don't know how said conversation is going to go. We can have a conversation later on after the fact. You know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean? When we at an anniversary, you at a person's party, you there to party. I don't want to get into politics. I don't want to get into none of that shit, man. I'm there to have a good time, man. I'm there to celebrate them. This was their first anniversary, and I didn't want nothing to damage their first anniversary. I don't want that. I don't want the you know how you get that cloud over their shit because they always happen there. That's bad business, man. There is a time and place for everything. You know what I mean? And I think some people need to, you know, I can say it, I'm gonna say it like this. Clearly, people don't understand how things operate within a club. I think a lot of people look at it as, yo, this is some cool, hip shit to do, and I want to be down with it, and I want to do it. I see these people walking around with cuts on, they laughing, they joking, they partying, this, that, and the third, but you don't understand the other side that goes into this. You know what I mean? There are rules, there are things, there's certain things that you just don't do. And you have to have these, and you have to understand that. So my problem with that is, who is teaching you people?
Well,
you people are quick to put a cut on your back, but who is teaching you people? Who is giving you people the knowledge? Are you really trying to seek the knowledge? You know what I mean? Or you just trying to be out here just to be out here and say I got cut on and I'm outside?
Well, may I interject something?
Please,
It's a very easy answer, because if it's in poor taste to discuss things that could be arbitrary at this party. So because that was asked of you, that lets you know that there's some teaching that's lacking too.
Facts.
There's some teaching that's lacking. I think if you ever loved me, and I'm a dead this after I say this, I think if you ever loved me, if you ever fucked with me, if you ever fucked with what I'm about, the things that happen would have happened that way. I'm not telling you where you can and can't, how you can and can't move, but I just feel like that's why I think that it would hurt me. Like if you ever fuck with me, you would never move that way. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'm ringing my bell, ding, ding, ding. We're gonna leave it at that, man. You know,
but I do want to dedicate today's show. Today is a very important day, ×2. Today, 2024, we lost Gaza today, July 20th. So I want to give, can I have a few moments of silence for Gaza? I wanted to do it before we started, but we already kicked it in. So can we just put our throttle hands up, everybody? I'll wait. Put them in the chat when y'all get this, because I know it's
throttle hands, man.
Put y'all throttle hands up. We lost a very good person. Today is the day that it happened. I just want to give our give our love and our thoughts to his family, to his club family, and to his MC family. So can we have like 5 seconds of I'm gonna say let's do 10. Mr. Fall Guy, Mr. Hunter, can you count off our 10 seconds for us? And at the end of 10 seconds, I want everybody just to call his name out or to just put it in the chat, since y'all not on here with us. Let us know when to start, sir.
Okay, and now.
Gaza.
Gaza.
Okay, so shifting gears and let's move into that.
Today is Scar's birthday too. Today is Scar's birthday.
And it's Scar's birthday. Wow,
Today is Scar's
this
birthday.
is an epic birthday. Happy birthday, Scar. Free Scar. You know what I mean? Happy birthday, Scar. Free Scar.
Yep.
Gaza. Gaza, you know what I mean? For y'all, that was my club brother. How can you explain Gaza? Gaza was a unique individual. Look, you start laughing when you think of him. For some of the things he did, it was never no drama with him. It was always a fucking party. It was always laughing, joking, and a party. And just the way he would interact with you was something of a special being. It's a special person that you don't meet twice in life.
Yep.
He was definitely one of a kind. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. That's 2 years. Time's flying, and this is 2 years. This summer, marks the 2 years for a lot of us, for a lot of people, and it starts with Gaza.
Yep.
We can't damn sure forget Optimus.
You know it's coming. It's
coming. I'm just letting y'all know what the summer brings. What 2 years ago, the set had this dark cloud over it, and it was just terrible. It was terrible. You know what I mean? Losing Gaza. This damn nigga, that 2024 was a fucked up ass year. I'm gonna say it. Damn it, I lost my daughter that year. I turned around right after that. I lost my stepdaughter
and his son and your
so it wasn't even just him and his kids.
Yeah.
Yo, I've been to a funeral, but I've never been to a funeral like that, and that changed me in some different ways to see that. You know what I mean? It changed me. So, you know, and then you had Optimus was after that, and you know, later on in the summer we're gonna be talking about Torch.
You know what I want to say that probably can come across as odd, but I gave it so much thought over this time. It had to be that way. The way I knew Gaza bang with them kids, I don't want to say the F word, but the way I knew how he loved those children, how he was there for his kids, he could have never been here without them. They couldn't have been here without him. So I think about that, and it sounds ugly to hear, but you know, and I hope you know in the spirit I mean it in.
I get where you're coming from with it. You know what I mean? That they will ever they will ever remain together, always. You know what I mean? And that, you know, that's just what it is. I mean, that was a hard day. That was a hard pill. That was a hard pill for Underworld in itself to swallow, along with his family. That was just, I think that changed Underworld in some ways. You know what I mean? We're a lot closer with each other in some ways now. You know what I mean? So.
Yes, I see everybody is telling me about his kids. I apologize that I didn't say that in the beginning. My brain, it charged it to my head, not to my heart. So I'm glad I was able to catch that and clean that up. Thank y'all for adding them in there. Thank God.
Yeah.
Batman said,
Batman said, yeah, I was gonna reread that.
You
know what I mean? Batman said set PTSD is worse than combat PTSD.
Yes.
And it is, you know what I mean? And I'm combat PTSD, we're not going to down that because that's some real shit. But PTSD from being on the set is a real thing, man. And if you think it can happen, it does happen. It's like, yo, you know what I mean? This person is there. And I've always said this on this show. I've always said this before. And it's, you will start the summer and look around at everybody around you. And by the time the end of the summer, some people are not going to be there. Mm-hmm. This is the set. Mm-hmm. This is what we choose to do. You know what I mean? This is the passion that we love, and we get on these bikes and we ride. But we understand something, when we ride, we've already made the conscious decision that we accept the what could potentially happen. God forbid, but potentially we accept that. You know what I mean? You know, I've always let it be known. I try to let my family know, if God forbid, if I was to go out like that, just know that I went out doing something I love to do, and I was happy. You know what I mean? I wasn't stressed. I wasn't unhappy. I was happy. You know what I mean? So real shit, man.
This week, some bikers didn't make it this week. It was just some very odd motorcycle crashes in different areas. The firefighter who was a motorcycle rider ended up dying on his way home from work. I don't know the real details of it, but rest in peace to him. It was another guy, I think that somewhere, Montgomery County or somewhere, just, same thing, bike accident. So just throttle hand up to those riders that we lost.
So, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's I'm reading some of these guys, like what's, you know what I mean? Like, so he said 2024, he had 2 strokes. 2 strokes. You know what I mean? 24 was a fucked up ass year.
Yeah, they said it was somebody put on here it was trash.
It
Did.
was.
Hey, Bad Wolf, what up? He did. I listen.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Like, that year, I don't know what was going on with that year. What that year, it changed a lot of people, man. And moving forward, it changed a lot of people, man. It's crazy. Listen, we love riding these motorcycles and everything, but I implore, please be safe. Please be safe. I was coming home yesterday. This nigga, I'm on Mine Road right in Stafford, and this nigga come past me. I had to be doing like $120, you know what I mean, on this little back road. What's the purpose of it? You know what I mean? I ain't gonna knock nobody. I'm not gonna knock y'all because I know at one time or another when I was out there and I was younger, I did a thing or two. I got some stories to tell. You know what I mean? But now I think as older me and the older me and I look at things a little bit different. Like I just want to be a little more safer, man. I think back then I wasn't losing friends like I've lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was younger, so I didn't care. It was more, you know what I mean? And then when you start losing people and you start seeing that shit happen, it changed. It changed me. I know 2024 changed the way I want to ride.
No, for sure.
It changed because I'm like,
You know what's funny, but not funny, but it's funny at the same time. I've been in a couple conversations between this week and last week of people who ride scooters, and a lot of their friends is going down. And it's funny that today I'm going to the little international market, right? So this nigga was really in his scooter.
Listen. So, you gotta start somewhere, homie. You gotta start somewhere. You know what I mean?
Just never in life that I ever thought that I would hear like the dude was like, I gotta start wearing gear, like on this fucking moped. Like he said, like I went down. This is more than one person that I had that conversation with. If I started saying as young as, it just, when I tell you the dude was wheeling this fucking moped, like the delivery one, the one with the little
basket on the back. Nigga was dealing with you Chinese food wheeling it down the road. He was getting it in. Nigga like, that's what we do. That's what we do. All right. I mean, listen. I ain't never thought that on the scooter, but I guess now, it can happen. You know what I mean? I mean, you gotta look at my VP. My VP started on a scooter. This nigga started pulling up the bike events on a scooter, son.
Yeah.
On a scooter. This nigga started pulling up on bike events, and now look where he is now. You know what I mean?
Well, I want to say this because I think the point that I needed to make clear was whatever you ride, just be careful because because I don't know, maybe they little club got their little
so no bullshit. So in New York, right? Every year when we have a cookout, there are niggas that pull up on scooters. Like the little joint, there's a whole fucking club in New York City. There is a club of motherfuckers that will pull up on scooters. And you know what I mean? Like the little joint, nigga, the 2-wheel joints, whatever the fuck is these little, yes.
Wasn't Clyde in that club for a while? Clyde was in that club for a while. I remember him.
So that shit is crazy. And they pull up, and y'all say whatever you want. But them niggas deep. I was sitting out there, what the fuck is this? And cool as a cool, niggas was cool as a fan. Nigga came up on one of them unicycle joints. One wheel was niggas was, it's a culture of riding, you know what I mean? And at that point, it really shouldn't matter what you ride as long as you're riding and having fun doing what you're doing. It doesn't matter, man. All I'm saying is New York is a different beast, bro. It's a different beast. But yeah.
So let's read some of these comments. Let's read some of these comments real quick so we can. It's everybody got to kind of chime in with some real serious shit. So Soji said, "Knowing this is what we choose to do. Everyone needs to have the insurance. I'm surprised clubs don't encourage it." Tweety also says, "I literally posted that year. My table looks like a card table full of obituaries. By the time I put one, do I add another?" Soji said, "Auto insurance is a must, but life insurance should be too." Blackout, I remember Blackout accident. He said, "Haven't been on a bike since my last accident in 2015, but I have 3 life insurance policies." Dame, I remember Dame accident. Dame was paralyzed from the chest down or from the waist down. I think he had paraplegic. He said, "July 16th made 20 years that I went down 10 days before my oldest son's first birthday. Thank goodness I didn't pass away on a New Jersey Turnpike."
Yeah, see? I mean, so many people.
AC say they go fast too.
They do. The joints be moving, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like, listen, it is what it is. All right, Kiki, what we got this week? What we got? There's this story floating around. I didn't get too much into it yet. I need to do a little more research on it to know exactly, but what about the 20-year-old man that was underneath the 13-year-old's bed? Nigga was getting out the house and mom's killed the nigga and shot him in the back of the head.
Yeah. But
what would you do in that situation?
You got to tell the rest of the story because
I'm trying to find out the rest of the story. Can y'all help me out?
Yeah, the 13-year-old invited the man over there.
That stinks.
Hey, your wish is my command.
What the fuck is
Who
that?
are you?
It's a commercial. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Bad commercial.
Bad time to bacteria building up.
At least his white teeth clean.
Antimicrobial LED light.
The wings ain't gonna do much.
Incinerator LED Defense kills 99% of odor-causing bacteria inside your disposal.
Okay, we got time.
All right, so
There you go.
Oh, Scooter said I on a scooter and a bike, and that shit hurt the same. Damn. Glad you good. Here we go. Oh, I guess does it have any sound, any audio?
So they set $100K bond for her, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna talk over that video.
Tell me what you know.
What I understand, the mother came home and found this 20-year-old man underneath the bed of her 13-year-old daughter. She shot and killed him, but the daughter doubled back and said, "I invited him over here." So I think the question begs, we all know, when we can all say what we think, but let's really chew the fat on this. Was the mom wrong? Was the mom wrong? And is this fair?
Okay. Let's see. First off, you shot the man in the back of the head when he was walking out of your shit. So he didn't pose you no harm. He wasn't posing you no harm or nothing like that. He was leaving, right? So why you at that point you were reacting off of pure emotion. Your intellect was out the window at that specific time because you shot this nigga in the back and you killed him and you shot him in the back of his head. Now I understand you being angry. Fun fact: I understand how young daughters do. My oldest, with her simple fucking ass. Similar, it was a Father's Day weekend. This was back in, I don't know, was this like, I want to say this was more like 2014.
What was her age around there?
Niera was about that age,
okay.
14, 15. And she, started feeling little boys and whatnot. So it was Father's Day. I was coming back from a fishing trip. I come in the house. The nigga hit the back door and ran out the back door. Ran across motherfucking Dale Boulevard. I couldn't catch the man. That little nigga took flight. You know what I mean? When I came back in there, me and her had a very entailed conversation. Even though her feet were dangling in the air, you know what I mean? And she needed to explain some shit because it wasn't nothing I was talking about. I didn't want to talk about nothing at that point. You know what I mean? it took everything in their power, in my ex's power, to keep me from snapping her fucking neck. But it didn't happen once; it happened twice. The second time it happened, I came home from work early, and the nigga was in the house and sitting in my fucking chair with his feet up, drinking my goddamn Kool-Aid. I was very strategic. I came in the house. I locked the fucking door. I blocked the door so he couldn't get out. I wasn't letting neither one of them out. The funny thing she did was she called her mother, and her mother called the fucking police.
Okay.
And the police got there in time. You know what I mean? And I was like, "The fuck that." And the police was like, "Yo, I get it. From a father's point of view, I completely understand your anger. But from a legal point of view, you can't do that. You can't do that." You know what I mean? She invited him over. You know what I mean? That's who you have to hold accountable. So if you think that was the first time she had a niggas at that house, that's not the first time. I want to understand how she come to find out that the nigga was hiding under the bed. Did the nigga fart? Did he belch? Did he cough? Did he laugh? Did something happen? How did you know he was under the bed?
Well,
there's more to that conversation I want to hear. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to understand how that led up to that. You know what I mean?
Let me add some little layer of this is not, that's not my situation, but you asked the question, how does she know what a nigga was, right? Little story time with Kiki.
Okay.
I worked one time, my kid, let me see, Brit was high school, so she had to be about 14 or 15. And I'm at work. I was working evening shift at that time. I think I was doing a double this day. I left and I went to work, and I'm trying to tell you, Tone, I don't know if it was the way the moon was set. I don't know if it was a full moon or harvest moon. I don't know which moon it was, but something said to me, go home.
Yeah. Don't you get that feeling?
You get the feeling. It's in your gut. Something said go home. And I told them I was moving my car. And I left. I got in the parking lot. I lived down the street. I lived maybe 10 minutes down the street from my job. I got home and I could not get in. I lived in an apartment at the time. I could not get in the door. You know what? This was on. Look, the deadbolt, the chain, all this shit was on. I'm like knocking on the door, like, yo, open the door. I know they was home because they my kids.
Yeah.
Nobody they go anywhere. They was home from school. They were home. And I'm knocking, and the big one comes. London comes to the door. She doing this through the door. Hey, Mom. I said, open the door. She looking stupid. So she comes out. She looking dumb. Open the door, and I'm looking around the living room like, what's up? I said, where Britt at? She was like, next thing I know, Brittany come out the room. And I don't want to embarrass her, but it happened. She came out the room with this long shirt on. And I said, you know, because we sleep in those shirts, we sleep in gowns.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's going on? Nothing. You know, they can't lie to me. Nothing. So I said, I push past her and I go in the room and I'm looking around and they standing there. You know, they standing there just, they ain't saying nothing and nobody's visibly shaking. Something just ain't right. So I look under the bed. I said, who was over here? They was like, nobody. Now the walk-in closet they had, Tone, you could put a bed in there.
Yeah.
I opened the closet and this nigga come running past me. I said, who the fuck is that? Some old crunchy, crackly nigga too. So I said, who is that? She's doing all this. London was like, Mom, it's not my friend. Da, da, da. So I'm asking. I said, you know what? Just leave, because the situation that the mother's in, where you want to go get your shit, you're not even thinking. You're just thinking.
Exactly.
I wasn't. I thought like she thought, because 1, 2 girls is in here. This nigga could have done anything to both of them. Number 2, you fucking, and then you fucking with your sister here, and then y'all invite niggas when I'm gone, knowing that I work an off shift. So all this shit going through my head, like, what the fuck is going on? But I couldn't say nothing, Tone. All I did was ask the nigga to leave. He had the colossal unmitigated gall to turn around and come back to the door and ask me, can he hug Brittany before he leaves?
See, that would have been that would have nigga. Hold on, that's gall right there. That's
I pointed and I called Brittany Godfather. I didn't even say nothing. I didn't tone not one word for one whole day because I couldn't. I'm gonna kill you. I want to know what's going on, but I'm so mad that whatever you tell me, I'm not gonna hear it. I'm gonna hear some foul shit. So I'm just to answer your question. I had to do that to answer your question. You're not thinking because it's disrespect and you just can't believe this shit. What? So
I think that's your first thing.
Their story. I like to ask you this question on the back end of that.
Yeah.
The mother, because I see what everybody is saying. Everybody, the woman don't get no grace. The mother, because of the shot in the back or whatever. She don't get no grace. Like she just.
I'm going to give her just a smidge, right? Because I still got more story time with my oldest because she tried me. That little heifer tried me a few times. Hold on, but I'm gonna give her a little bit because she was upset. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She was upset, but had she at the time and found the nigga under the bed, had she dumped off right there, I wouldn't even motherfucking been mad at that.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been mad had she had dumped off when she had her shit on her and dumped off when she caught the nigga right there. Because in all retrospect, yeah. But when you let the nigga left out the door and was leaving out the door, you shoot him in the back of the head and kill him. That's more calculated. You thought about you got yourself hyped up to the point this is what you want to do. I think it could have been handled completely differently. But you know, who is anybody to say when you're in that mindset at that time? Now, let me be devil's advocate real quick. I was a young man. I was creeping in females' house when their parents wasn't home and you know what I mean? I was that dude. I did it. There's no man on here on this thing that can say that he didn't do that shit. He was fuck out of here, nigga.
I didn't do that shit.
Speak for ourselves.
Okay. But you know what I mean? I know I've done it. I've crept in there and been in little females' houses and shit like that. And while their parents was there or their parents came home and I'm hiding in the motherfucking house. Parents come in, da-da-da-da, and be out the door. And I'm like, yo, we good now, and get back to doing what we doing. I mean, it happens. So,
Hunter, I have to have your opinion on this. I have to know what you think, being as though you've never snuck into someone's house. So please tell me what you hear or feel when you hear this story. What comes to your heart?
Well, let's put it this way. We have to point out the fact that the guy was 20 and the daughter's 13. Okay. So that takes precedence. So I understand the mother's maternal guardian instinct to kick in. Mm-hmm. So that I would feel like it should warrant justification, but at the same time, it's like if he was leaving, should just let him leave. Unless whatever transpires during that whole discussion or whatever he had before he was on his way out. So I like it's, you know, but mind you, if it was let's be honest, if it was the father who caught him, he wouldn't be alive. Literally. I mean, that's a guarantee. So yeah, there's you know, mind you, I think the mother, you know, doing father things, but I just felt like, you know, if you had, you know, having a weapon, especially a gun, and you were letting him leave and shoot in the back of the head, that's like, yeah, that's all wrong.
That's where your grace goes out the window.
Yeah, right. It is. But, you know, mind you, we said a couple weeks ago about the Asian store owner who killed the kid while he was going out. But again, he was chasing him out. And we should just let him go. And that's like, it's the same thing, but unfortunately, it's like, hey,
this woman going to jail for that shit.
Yeah,
she's not the Asian dude, and don't have Asian dude money with the white people backing her. She is a sister that is going to jail. Period. You broke the law. You murdered this dude in cold blood. You know what I mean? That was like premeditated type shit. You thought about it. If you had your gun on you at that specific moment and shot him right where he was at, I'm good with that. I'm like, okay. But the fact is, did you go get your gun? Right? Come back, and as he's leaving, then you dump off behind him? Nah, nigga, that's murder. In the jail, they're gonna put you under the jail. And what's sad about this is the little girl is gonna continue being a thought whore bitch. And I have to say it like this because if you think this was the first time she allowed had a boy over there, I don't think so. You know what I mean? These young women are fast. Now, hold on. Let me stir the pot a little bit more. And I see Kiki over there. Let me stir the pot a little bit more. In that situation, she was being groomed because a 20-year-old man has no bearing or no. What kind of interest do you get out of a 13-year-old kid? There's nothing that nobody can on God himself couldn't sit next to me and make that make sense. Hell no. You know what I mean? There is nothing that the mindset is different. What do you have? What are you interested in a 13-year-old girl? Because you was fast in the ass? Nah, nigga, you was over there with the intentions of doing some stupid shit. You know what I mean? Even though she fast in the nah, nigga. So we not gonna do is give him any credit. Any credit, nigga. There was something wrong with him. You know what I mean? If you are interested in a 13-year-old girl, I'm not giving in this whole situation, everybody loses. Everybody. You know what I mean? The mother, her life is gone. Her life is gone. The daughter's gonna move on without a mother now. You know what I mean? So Lord knows what she's gonna get into. You know what I mean? And the family of the dude that like they lost their son. You know what I mean? I mean, who's the winner in this? Kiki?
I agree with you. There's no winners. So let me do a parallel because this comes on the heels, which it may be different, but you tell me. It comes on the heels of the Nolan Wells situation, right? This comes on the heels. Very different scenarios, same ending. You know, somebody lost their kid. So we're having a conversation, and you know how people say, I go to jail behind mine?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get what you say. Come on, Kiki, because you don't pause. So I'm like,
pause. Okay, so in terms of Nolan Wells, right? I'm going to say this because it kind of make me feel like the same. Not the scenario. Please don't nobody get on here talking about, but they wasn't the white person. He wasn't it. Not
okay.
That. It's the fact that you lost a child, right? Or that a situation, someone seemingly has hurt your child. Like in the Nolan Wells situation, I probably would have gone to jail because I'd have killed everybody. I don't care. I'm gonna say this. Hold on, because
I got a question.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't mean to cut you off, but would it be better to use the scenario where the Chinese shop owner that ran out and shot the kid and shot the kid in the back? Would that be a better way to tie it together than using Nolan Wells?
Because the scenarios are different. Here's what I'm driving at. In that scenario, the dad and the mother was robbed of a reason so far. They robbed of a reason. They don't know why this happened. They don't know what's going on. That scenario where the mother, she could have found out why you were there. She wasn't there. But there are people in both scenarios who say, I would go to jail behind mine. So I'm trying to say, even if she was wrong, she might be cool with her decision. Like I don't know what you did to my kid, but I guess the thought of it, and it could like y'all talking about PTSD. All I'm doing is just reaching. I'm really reaching. That there could be a scenario where the mom was molested or touched by somebody who was older. Like you just don't know where people go when it comes to.
So what you're saying is, if the mom, okay, so if that brought back like memories in the mom and strung up some PTSD that she had or something that could have potentially happened to her.
Possibly. And guess what? It could have been a scenario where that was get back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm reaching.
It's a reach. It's a reach. It's right there on your fingertips, Kiki, but it's a reach. But at the end of the day, the mom fucked up. It's just what it is. She fucked up. You know what I mean? Now, let's talk about these fast young girls. 'Cause, you know, Tone got story time, right? I'm very open with my shit. I was 19, 18, 19 when I first moved down here to Virginia. When I came to Virginia, I left New York, I was about 19. I was coming down to visit, right? I was living in Colchester in right off Route 1 in Virginia, right? Right? I was living in Hyper Valley, right? Boom. We meet this, like the next door neighbor. She was cool. You know what I mean? She was like 17, right? All right, cool. She had a friend. I assumed they was the same age. Mind you, she already giving me the rhythm. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? Bet. I go to her house. Her mom's is there. I meet the moms. The moms was cool. Come to find out, Shorty was 16 years old. I dodged the bullet, but the point was she didn't look her age. You get what I mean? And she didn't act her age. She was, yeah, what's up? Now, let's correlate this to this 13-year-old girl, because these young women, they do that. They want to chase these older dudes, and they think it's cool. You know what I mean? We could take that shit back to when we was kids, and I was like, when I was coming up in high school and shit like that, I used to see all the motherfucking big-time drug dealers come pick these little young bitches up in their car, and they rolling out. You already know they fucking. You know what I mean? I could name some of your fucking favorite rap stars that used to do it. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing when school let out, when high school let out, them niggas was outside, posted up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this isn't a new thing, but yo, on the same token, at the age of 13, where's the father in all this? I'm curious to know. I want to know where this little 13-year-old father at. You know what I mean? I got other questions behind this. You know what I mean? What made this behavior unnoticed? Because clearly, like I said with my child, this wasn't the first. She didn't do it one time. She did it multiple times. You know what I mean? And I'm in the house, and she knew my rules. And for some reason, the gift of the gab of the niggas was just more powerful. Like, she was more interested. Nigga, yeah. It got bad for her. You know what I mean? And I hate to say it like this, but it got bad for my daughter where, yo, your feet went one way and your head went the other way. You're not going to keep playing with me. You know what I mean? That's it, you know. But the same with these young dudes, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like I wanted to murder one of them kids. But you know what I mean? Like, the dude I caught my house sitting in my chair, like, nigga, he's about to lose his fucking life. Even though that's my fucking house, how the fuck dare you invite somebody over to my shit when I'm not home? You don't pay no fucking bills in here. But did it give me the right to shoot and kill that kid? No, it didn't. You know what I mean? It didn't justify. So maybe, Kiki, you're right. Maybe there's some fucking PTSD, there's some trauma that she had in her life. You know what I mean? And it triggered her for that shit. Yeah, but I'm not going to justify. You shot this nigga in the back. You murdered him. You cold blood. You murdered the nigga. The nigga didn't even know. The nigga was just leaving. He was getting out of Dodge. He thought his life was going to go on. He was getting out of Dodge, leaving, and you killed him.
Okay, so let's speak about the daughter. Let's speak about the daughter. The daughter. What is her? How do you think that she's going to move forward? Like, is there going to be immense guilt? Is it going to be?
Everybody in this situation is going to carry that trauma for the rest of their fucking life. You know what I mean? She's going to be fucked up. She's going to need some serious help. She's going to be fucked up. You know what I mean? Because essentially, her actions snowballed this whole thing, in effect, for a man losing his life. And God, yo, if you, for your young sons out here, for everybody got these sons, because we've been young men ourselves, make this as a teaching lesson for your sons. Don't care. Like I always should tell my son, I don't give a fuck what a female tell you, bro. Don't Don't go for that shit. You know what I mean? Don't put yourself in them positions, because I learned from my mistakes. So I try to pass it on to my son. You know what I mean? But for you out there, I don't know how y'all choose to do, but I think your son should know about this shit and understand that these women, you know what I mean? That power of the pussy is something fucking devious. Don't put yourself in a position to lose your life over some coochie that's you only fucking for like 5-10 minutes, dog.
Another thing too is this story begs to be shared with young people who have younger kids, because you don't know your parents. You don't know your parents until they put in a situation to where they have to show you who the fuck they are. Like, to me, I am mad that this girl put her mother in that predicament. I'm not condoning. I know it really sounds like I'm probably condoning what she's doing, and that's not what I'm doing, but I'm just mad that she didn't, was she 13? That you didn't put your mother in a situation like just you didn't know how much she fucked with you. You didn't know how far she would go. Like it just, and I'm reading what Tweety said. She said, I told y'all my baby daddy was 8 years older than me. I was 17 and he was 24. I lied. But me knowing me, now he was dead wrong and I was stupid, truth be told. And this is years, you know what I'm saying, later. And she said her mother really wasn't carrying like that. So just you don't even know what lengths your parents will go. You don't know. I knew how my father got down. I didn't play with him. My sister played with him all the time. I knew how my daddy got down, and I believed him when he said. To this day, I believe him when he say the things that he's gonna say. So I don't. But me as a person, I don't put people I love in predicaments that could, one, change my relationship with that person. If I fucking mean it, I fucking mean it. But arbitrarily, I don't do that. And I categorically don't use predicaments to make a person prove that they fuck with me. Like I don't do that. It's done to me a lot. It's done to me a lot. But
so is that fair to say from that 20-year-old, he was grooming and manipulating that 13-year-old's mind? I get it. We're going to say that she was fast in the ass. Okay, granted that, right? But is it fair to say that this nigga was a predator too? There's no way, shape, or form I'm gonna let that nigga get off. Was it worth losing his life? No, but he needs to be dealt with in some type of way. You're 20, she's 13. Please make it make sense. You know what I mean? I think any man on this motherfucking live right now out there, period, if it was the father that came home, if I came home, at this age, the young, I'd have tried to kill him too. But it wouldn't even been, I got to go get my shit. I'd have had my shit. I'd have dumped off on you right there. And smile when they came to lock me up and take me to jail.
Not for nothing. Like we are well versed a lot in these laws. One reason being that I'm kind of up on a lot of stuff is because of the world that I'm in. I'm in this MC community. I travel in a lot of states. Like I hear and I find out things that happen. So I have to brush up on things because I hear what happened to Tone. Not necessarily has to happen to me, but I just hear and it makes me tighten my little stuff up. But not everybody be knowing. I think that's why the discipline and the thought process has to happen. But sometimes you just fucking snap, yo. Like you.
Okay, and I get that. But there's a 20-year-old. It's not a 20-year-old. That's a 20-year-old man. A 20-year-old man. There is a 7-year age difference. 7 fucking years. You were grooming this young girl. You are a predator. Because what the fuck you got to be, yo? What do you have? What am I looking at a 13-year-old? Why would I even be interested in what a 13-year-old got to get? Nigga, what? No. This dude, so there are predators out there, and I say that. There are men that are predators that graze and groom these young females into this shit. Because at 13, how is her mind even remotely developed yet to make some serious rational thoughts? At 13, you're still developing. You're still learning shit. But now you got this 20-year-old man that's showing you interest. And you get carried away with yourself. Not saying that, yo, he was fast in the ass. Okay. But he's a 20-year-old man. There's no way in shape or form, you know what I mean? You get away, he gets away. We feel sorry for him. Whoa, pause. Wait a minute. He lost his life. Did it warrant that? Probably not. But on the same token, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
What was you doing there, bro?
Exactly.
Was you doing there?
You know, nigga, at 20, you know better. You know exactly what you was doing there. You was creeping. And the fact that you was hiding under the bed and all that other shit, yeah.
You knew you was wrong.
She's looking at you. The mother is looking at you like, yo, you was a grown-ass fucking man, and that's my 13-year-old baby. Not saying maybe the daughter is fast in the ass and invited, like the daughter invited him over. But at that point, the mother's not thinking rationally. You know what I mean? And she let her emotions, you know what I mean, blow the rest of her life. You know, the rest of her life is shit. It's going. You know what I mean? If you think she's going to get off, no, there's no, that's not going to happen. They're going to put her in jail. She's not that Chinese guy that chased down that young black kid and shot and killed him. She's not him. She's a nigga. She's going to jail. That's it. But like I said, nobody wins in this scenario. You know what I mean? But this 20-year-old man was a predator. And you're going to tell me there are other grown-ass 20-year-old men out there like that are predators, man. You know what I mean? And they prey on these young females. Like, come on, bro. Really? You know what I mean? That's a whole other issue right there that we can have a whole conversation about. You know what I mean? You know, but on the same token, she got emotion. She let her emotions get the best of her. And when she walked off, however she had to go get that gun because she didn't have it on her, and this nigga was walking out. First off, nigga, you shouldn't have been walking. You should have ran. You should have known that woman was fucking irate because she clearly. You could tell his mother wasn't in a rational state of mind at that time. You should have known it was a volatile situation. Get the fuck up out of there. You decided to walk away and she chased you, however it went down. But yo, nigga, it's sad for everybody.
At 20, do you care? Do you care about the situation? Do you care the mother is mad? Do you care? You know what I'm saying? You a man. Do you care the fact that somebody's mother done came in here? Like, do you? I can't speak for it. Would you have cared, Tone?
As a younger Tone didn't care, but I didn't care until I got caught. See, we do shit, and when we do shit, we're not thinking about the consequences before we do it or even thinking about it. The consequences never fucking get in our mind until we caught. Then we want to talk about, oh my God, and you want to look at it. Too late, nigga. You got to look at that prior to doing the behavior. I see what Ty said. Ty was like, her mother had to take accountability because she failed as a parent. Should have gotten her counseling. This wasn't the first time. Well, we agreeing to that. We're not saying that. But what we are saying is we're not going to let this 20-year-old nigga get off the hook. I refuse. Fuck him. Rotten shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to stand on that business right there. You're a 20-year-old man. What fuck? I don't give a fuck how fast a 13-year-old girl is. I'm 20. Get the fuck out of here, shawty. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way, you know what I mean, that in my mind, I'm like, oh, yeah, she looking good. Do you see how young this little girl is? She's a little kid. Fuck out of here. Fuck that nigga. Let him rot in shit. You know what I mean? The mama needs some rotten shit, and he needs some rotten shit. You know what I mean? And the trauma that the little girl is going to have to live with for her life, she got to live with this because she caused these actions. Period.
Spider said the neighbor said the mother walked in the house with the gun in her hand.
What happened? What did Spider say?
Spider says the neighbor said the mother walked in the house with the gun in her hand.
Okay, so she walked in the house, so that means she already knew that somebody was in there. If that's the case, right? Brett, you're right. She saved somebody else's daughter. That's why I say right, he can ride shit. Because if he did this with her, he would do this with somebody else's kid. You know what I mean? So fuck him. You got what you deserved. Period. Now, if the mother walked in and she had the gun in her hand, she should have dumped off right there as soon as she seen it. But you built yourself up and you hyped yourself up. Whatever happened, whatever was said, nigga probably been like, said some slick shit out of his mouth, infuriated him more. He turned around, fuck it, walked away. She dumped off then and hit him. She was supposed to hit him as soon as she saw him. What? Bang, bang. Drop that nigga right there where he was at. It didn't matter. Unload the whole fucking clip. You know what I mean? I don't know who this nigga is. I didn't invite him in my house. My child may have invited him, but I didn't give permission for this. I don't know who this nigga is at that present moment in time. You have some type of leg to stand and fight on. Versus right now, you have nothing. You're going to sit back and you're going to let Johnny Law do what the fuck they got to do with you.
And see, and that's another thing where you don't talk to your daughters because the daughters are admitting. The daughters admitting. I invited them over. So no Todd probably right. No conversation was had. Like nothing. The mother and daughter didn't have those conversations.
You know, Black, I respect that though.
Spider said, you thought about it. Spider said, yeah, they said she came to the door saying, who the fuck is in my house? And then Ty said he would have raped someone else's daughter, F him. Blackout said, nah, bruh, I thought about the consequences. That's why I moved so I wouldn't get caught.
And you know what? And you know what, black guy? I respect that. You know what I mean? But as a young nigga, sometimes I didn't think about the consequences of what could have happened when I'm in the middle of doing shit. That's why my dumb ass went to jail more than once. That's why my ass served time, because I didn't think about the consequences until I got caught. And obviously, after I got caught, I didn't learn my fucking lesson because I went out and did some other shit to send my ass back to jail again. You know what I mean? Now, at this ripe age that I'm at now, I'm more strategic. I'm thinking about that shit for wait a minute. How can this transpire for me? You know what I mean? What can happen to me if there's I gotta think about that shit. Nah. But at 20 years old, it is what it is. I ain't mad at Ty's statement. If he would have raped somebody, he would have fucked somebody else's daughter, fuck him. I ain't mad at her statement. I'm not mad at that at all. You know what I mean? This shit happens. Niggas is doing this shit. We need to address these motherfuckers out here doing this shit. And if she had the gun in her hand, my only downfall, my only hiccup with her is, you know, who the fuck is in my house? As soon as you see him, dump off. Dump off. Who alerted her that somebody was in the house? Did she have a ring camera? Did somebody see it? Did somebody call? You know, you got the nosy neighbors that front. Girl, listen, you better get in now. I just seen your daughter with some niggas, some grown ass niggas walking in the house. What? You already got your motherfucking Roscoe P. Coltrane on you. You should have pew-pewed that nigga right then and there. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? If his family feels some type of way, then you should have raised a better man than what you did, or else he wouldn't be dead. You should have seen the signs of him where he was liking younger women and got him some fucking help. You know what I mean? We talking about the daughter needs to know. He should have got some fucking help. But that's what happens. You fuck around and you find out.
So everybody was failed.
Everybody. This whole situation is a failure. There's no positives you can take from this. The only positive you can take from this is share this with your children. Share this with your daughters. Share this with your sons, your young kids, and understand that this shit can happen. This shit can happen. Don't put yourself in those type of situations. Simple as that. Simple as that. That's the only thing. You know what I mean? As for all their lives, the boy's family, the man's family's like, it's fucked. You know what I mean? They're going to be fucked. You know what I mean? The mother is fucked. Yo, she's going to probably give up she probably give up 25 years plus. She's fucked. You know what I mean? The 13-year-old girl, it's going to be fucked. You know? Really? It's a fucked up situation. It could have been avoided. You know what I mean? But hey, the world we live in, bro. The world we live in. So what was let me read something. Like I said, yeah, shooting him in the back of the head as he was walking out. She's done. I agree with that. She's done. You know what I mean? You walked up behind this nigga and squeezed off. He didn't pose you no imminent threat at that point. You know what I mean? He was harmless you. He was leaving. You done. You done. You know what I mean? That's just like what's her name? She said that shit starts at home. Talk to your babies. Yo, I'm adamant about that. Have these conversations. You got to have these tough conversations that you really don't want to have with your kids, but you need to have them. Sometimes you got to be brutally honest with shit. Stop sugarcoating and beating around the bush. You know what I mean? They need to understand that this shit can happen. You know what I mean? These actions there's consequences to actions, right?
Well, what Dame said is, I think, ideal for you to walk away. However, what if in that scenario, Dame, you do that, and the guy doesn't he eat that, he eat the gun butt, he eat it and start fucking you up. I think people just, I guess then you have a right?
I mean, you know, you gotta know how to walk away, but you gotta also know how not to antagonize the situation, because we don't know what was led to that, what was said, what led up to that. I don't know. You know what I mean? It was already, once you got caught, nigga, you should have been, shoot. I think in reality she was gonna shoot this nigga anyway. What made her squeeze the trigger and shoot him in the back of the head? And not on site when you saw him. Something transpired, Kiki, for him to be able to get up and get out the house and be walking away before she squeezed off. Did he say something? Did he get slick out his mouth? Did he say some wild shit to her that triggered her? Because if you was really, if like you said earlier on, if you had those emotional scars from something happened to you when you was younger, as soon as you seen the nigga, you would have known what time it is. You would have shot right then and there, instantly. You wouldn't have waited till this nigga back and turned and he was walking out the door. So what did the nigga say? What was said? What was done to you to make you want to motherfucker squeeze the trigger and kill a nigga in cold blood?
Okay, well,
nigga, you made your way out the fucking door. Shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. You know what I mean? My bad. It never happened again, and leave. That's thinking and using your brain. But you had to something transpire. You're not gonna tell me this woman just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna wait till he's out and out the door and his back is to me, and then I'm gonna blow his head off. No, nigga. Niggas got slick mouths. And in that situation was the time, maybe it wasn't the time for you to have a slick mouth. Something was said. You know what I mean? The sad part about it is the daughter witnessed it all. She witnessed it all, and she will carry that shit with her for the rest of her life.
So let's flip the script a little bit, right? Because we got very absolute thoughts about this situation. We putting this lady in the ground, we putting her in jail for life, we did all that, right? Let's go to scenario number 2. The ICE agent that killed the man that had a social security number, that was a citizen of the United States. He shot that man dead in Maine because they tried to stop him and he was leaving. He didn't have a reason to be detained. They found all this stuff out after the fact.
So here's the problem with ICE. ICE is on a war. They think Trump gave them the blessing because Trump is standing behind these motherfuckers. And Trump gave these niggas a blessing. These niggas don't want to fucking do. They can kill for free. They can kill for free with no regard, with nothing happening. How many times are we gonna turn on the TV and we're gonna see another ICE-related shooting? And so their always go-to is, well, they try to use their weapon as a vehicle. All right, and they try to use their vehicle as a weapon, and this is why we shot them.
He said this time the man was trying to get away, and in the interest of public safety, we didn't want him out and about. We just saw him, and people are quasi outraged. Like there is no absolute. Like we just you know who's outraged and you know who's not. Now I'm gonna tell you that this morning they updated and they said now they have to have cameras on them. Now
first off, why didn't they have cameras? 1, why didn't they have cameras? 2, why are you allowing these niggas to wear shiesty masks while they do their fucking job? Why do you have to hide your face? Here's what I'm saying: if I'm in the car and niggas like that try to run up on me with some masks and shit like that, I'm squeezing first. I'm squeezing because I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know who you are. You in regular clothes with a shiesty mask and y'all trying to get me. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of there. Why are these niggas? Why is it that ICE is allowed to operate the way they do, but the regular police can't? Because I imagine if niggas in DC walking around, the police in DC or police in PG County, you know what I mean? Walking around with shiesty masks on. Nigga, you gonna get shot. I don't know who the fuck you is. I don't give a fuck if you announce to say you the police or not. Nigga, what police I know who dress like that? Nah, nigga, y'all niggas, you know what I mean? Nah. They all need to wear cameras. They all need to, them niggas need to be held accountable because what they're doing rightfully is murdering these Spanish people. All on their heads, all because Trump put the battery in their back and allowed them to do what the fuck they want to do with no regard. You know what I mean? Clearly the fucking dumbass president, he's cool with his behavior. He's all right with it. Where's this all right? This ain't all right. These niggas is like vigilantes. They're like not even vigilantes. These niggas is like fucking hooligans. Nah, they do whatever the fuck they want to do. Here's what is craziest. It seems like last week, every time I turned on the TV, it was a different person getting killed by ICE. That is. You know what I mean? You don't see that as a problem? Once you realize that, oh shit, this keeps happening, now you're like, oh, we're gonna get the body cams. You didn't think of having body cams on prior to this? What kind of agency? Who's running this agency? How is this being ran? How is this legal at some point? You know what I mean?
What I do know, what I remember them always telling me, which doesn't apply anymore, is that no man is above the law. Like you supposed to succumb to the same fate as somebody else if you unlawfully kill someone. And so this is the reason that it seems to be off balance. It's like we know for sure she's going to jail. We know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. Everybody says she's done. And yet over here, Not so much. Not so much. When after facts, when all the dust settles and people bring forth evidence that corroborates that this man had a social security number. Tone, who has a social security number in this country?
What do you mean? Who has a social security number?
Number?
American citizens have social security.
Thank you. He was legal to be here, and you use
but
whatever.
But at that point, so that's racial profiling. Let's talk about it. That's a form of racial profiling. You don't give a fuck just because they look a certain way. You're assuming that they fucking illegal, and now you're finding any little excuse to squeeze your triggers. I think, really, be honest with me, all them niggas wearing them fucking masks, they KKK. That's the new KKK.
Modern day.
That's what it is. If you a real nigga, if y'all real what y'all doing, don't hide your face. Why you hide your face? You do your job. You hide your face because you don't want nobody to see you. You know what I mean? Like, nah, nigga, nah.
And let's be clear on this. They even giving them powers to pull people over. They can pull people over now. It ain't just that on the street type shit. It ain't just that. Exactly.
Well, that's what this is leading to, Kiki, because they're pulling people over because you look a certain way. You know what I mean? Oh, you fit here's the fucking shit that really burns me up. You fit the profile of, you look like this individual we're looking for. And that is their reason for stopping you. You know what I mean? So what you trying to say? All Hispanic people look the same? Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? You did that shit. Doesn't that sound familiar? A lot of black people, a lot of black kids in the hood would get stopped. I know I got stopped playing it because I fit the description of. Hold on. I fit the description of what? You know what I mean? True story. I was on parole in New York, right? But I was living here in Virginia, right? Mm-hmm. And I would take the bus up there every fucking, you know what I mean? Every week or every 2 weeks, I would take the bus up there to go see my PO like clockwork. I didn't miss a beat because I was at the end of my fucking time. I was trying to get the shit over with and done. You know what I mean? And close that chapter of my life. But when I see my PO, I'm back I'm in the Port Authority, right? I'm waiting. I got my ticket. You know what I mean? I got my dirty water dogs. I got my shit. I'm getting ready. Got my music on. I'm getting ready to get back on this bus and come back to DC. I see these two officers keep eyeing me, but I'm like, I ain't do shit. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm chilling. I don't give a fuck. So when they started boarding, they approached me and pulled me off and was like, yo, what's your information? What you need my information for? What I do? What I do? You know what I mean? Well, you fit the description of somebody we looking for because you got the cornrows and everything like that, right? So these niggas who try to get things, they stalled me out and was getting my information. They tried to say our social security numbers was similar. I look the same to them, you know what I mean? So these niggas pulled me out for a body, right? And I'm like, oh, nigga, I wasn't even here. Like, the fuck is you talking about? I ain't murdered nobody.
Easy, you know what I mean?
Easy. You got me in the fucking Port Authority fucking jail talking about where the detective is on his way here now, but you fit the description of. Hold on. Instantly, I'm thinking to myself, I'm fucked because I had interaction with the police. I'm locked up. My PO is going to know about this shit in the morning. I'm fucked, right? I'm sitting in here. These niggas are known to railroad motherfuckers, and you saying I look like the nigga, you know what I mean? Everything, we similar and everything like that, and you trying to stall me out. You know what I mean? And you trying to pin a body on me. Wait a minute. Hold on, nigga. Nah, wait. Whoa, we're not going to do that. So the detective comes down there, and right there, Port Authority comes down there and looks and was like, that ain't him. That don't even look like him. I hear him say that. Don't even look like him.
Straight away.
Nah, that's not the man we're looking for. What are you talking about? Well, we thought, no, it was a black detective. You thought wrong. That's not him. So now I'm like, fucking bitch, let me go. You got to let me go now. You know, these niggas found a fucking warrant on me from like fucking whatever years ago and was like, you got to go back in front of the judge. What? Dead ass, man. Dead ass. That was a dead ass true story. The judge, I went back and seen the judge, paid the fine, got the fuck out of jail. You know what I mean? Told my PO what happened. That nigga was on, he was pissed. I almost got violated for the shit. You know what I mean? But I was able to finish parole. But the point is, you fit the description of, I get tired of it. And it's the same similar situation with these ICE agents saying, yo, I see a Spanish person. That's them. We're going to go get this guy because he's driving a white van or whatever the case may be. Hardworking motherfuckers. A lot of these Spanish dudes here, even though they're illegals, they hardworking motherfuckers. They just want to work and support their family. You know what I mean? I get it. There's a right way and a wrong way to do things, but to unleash these motherfuckers on them and just snatch them and breaking these families up and there's other ways to go about it, man. You know what I mean? And then the ringleader is Trump. Period. He condones his fucking behavior. I mean, what the fuck? Yo, you don't see nothing wrong with them January what the Sixers did. You didn't see nothing wrong with what the Sixers did. So what makes you think he would see anything wrong on how ICE is moving right now? Come on, fuck out of here, B. Fuck out of here. You know? This is what it is.
He said,
so like I said, I've seen it happen while operating a Metro bus. Chase foes down and jump out. Like jump out used to be. Remember back in the days, the jump out fellas? Remember y'all remember jump out? You be out on the corner and the niggas jump out. Yeah, you have to get going. Man, these niggas is operating like that. But with the right to kill you. With the right to kill and murder you. You know what I mean? Because if they feel like their life is in danger, what are they doing? You not pulling over. You come up and bash somebody's window and you trying to get in their car. What's the first thing you gonna do, Kiki? You gonna hit that gas pedal like, let me get the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
I'm not staying.
And that's what they say. And at that point, when you do that, that's when they say you're using your vehicle as a weapon to hurt them, and then they shoot and kill you.
What did you do? Like, what did you do? Like, what grounds did you have back then when they did all that shit and found out that it was just some similar shit? Like,
you have to suck it the fuck up and go about your fucking business. You know how many times in the neighborhood when I was growing up, the police used to run up on me and was like, yo, you fit the description, and somebody said something that was going on over there, and I think it was you. Yo, it didn't matter. You were in those situations, you were guilty until proven innocent. It is not innocent until proven guilty. And if you believe that in this world that you're innocent, then oh man, you are for a rude awakening. You are guilty until they prove you innocent, and they're gonna treat you guilty as fuck too. You know what I mean? Another fun fact. I can go on for days. I'm down here in Virginia, right? I'm down here and I'm over here by Springfield Mall. I was hanging out with a homeboy over by Springfield Mall. I'm walking to the fucking 7-Eleven. Walking to 7-Eleven. And the motherfucking Fairfax County runs up on me, right? Now, this is young Tone, fresh out of New York.
Virginia.
Right?
Yeah.
Y'all niggas is one in the car. In New York, there's two in the car. You got one cop in the car. Nigga, you're not fucking with me. I'm gone. I see you trying to run up on me with the lights. I took off, nigga. I'm gonna holler at you. I gave y'all niggas the feet. You know what I mean? Didn't realize if you called in the chopper bird to get me. You know what I mean? 10 cop cars came out of nowhere and loaded and got up on me. Snatched me up, right? I kid you not. Snatched me up, took me to jail. Said I fit the description of a person that raped a fucking female. This is God's honest truth. Took me to Fairfax County. I didn't rape nobody. You got me fucked up. You know what I mean? They took my fucking hair sample, my DNA, and all that. And then they realized, oh, it's not you. Have a nice day. But now at this point, you still got my DNA in the system. But you were wrong. I didn't even look like the person. You know what I mean? I'm light skinned. The nigga was dark as fucking midnight. How will we look the same? So Batman, if you're saying they're not Americans, what are they? You know what I mean? What are they? There's got to be, and I want to get into that because what is the reason why you keep hiding your face the way you do? You know? There's something about it.
Okay, let's speak on some other things that are in the news that are unfair that scuffs my motherfucking Timbs.
All right, what's up?
This news about lettuce. The lettuce and the fruit, you can't eat it. Don't eat the fruits. Don't eat the lettuce.
But they was wrong on that shit though, right?
Don't eat the parasites that give you, projectile vomiting and how do they describe the diarrhea? Explosive diarrhea. But then somebody was asking me, I went to the store today, right? I'm gonna show you something. I went to the store today as I was making my meal. I'm doing meal prep today. So I have, see this? Greenery, right?
Yeah.
Lettuce, kale, blueberries, I went and bought all this, right? Everything is soaking in the sink right now. Somebody said to me, "You about to eat that?" I said, "Yeah, I'm about to go ahead and do what I need to do with it." They said, "Oh, well, they said something about Taco Bell." I said, "Well, I don't eat Taco Bell." Taco Bell came out and said that lettuce, it ain't our lettuce. Y'all got us fucked up. Taco Bell said, "No." Here's the thing. Here's where I find shit to be crazy, right? And the words, I have to use the right words because we on this podcast, but I can eat human meat from McDonald's. I can eat fake shit from Wendy's. I can eat plastic shit from the carryout. I can drink water that came from the tap, and you make me pay for it. I can have all these things happen, and you never tell us, don't go to McDonald's, don't eat their food. Don't go to Wendy's. Don't fuck with this fake food. Don't eat, and it's blue and red and yellow dye and everything. It's preservatives and everything. What's the name of that shit? What's the sugar? The Hunter. What's the name of the sugar they don't want you to have?
What? Saccharin? I don't know.
No. It's
Linda.
No, glucose. I can't think of it because my brain is going crazy. But you're not supposed to have this sugar in everything, and it's in everything. And yet now you telling me don't fuck with no vegetables and don't fuck with no fruit. I'm not trying to be. Yes, I am. I'm being defiant. I feel some type of way. I feel like. So look, let me pause that. I go to one of my girlfriend's house today, and I'm on this little health thing, right? So I'm doing a lot of this holistic stuff. I'm doing a lot of that stuff in my foods, and I made my sea moss. I did all this shit, right? I went outside, Tone, just as for the sake of science. They told me that I could get this dandelion tea. So I'm riding around looking for dandelions. It ain't none. I did this as just to see. And when you do the history of, the Lom people and the Kim Lom people, it's so much that they just. That's all I'm gonna say.
So how does this company? Because I kind of saw this on the news, right? I kind of saw this on the news where they were talking about and the TVs, they were saying this company had bad lettuce and they recalled all that fucking lettuce. Then they come and find out it wasn't them. It's not them. Right? How does the company sue? If I was how much money did this company lose? Do I sue? It's just crazy out here, man. Why? Okay. You come up with shit like this, right? To distract us from something else that's going on in the world. The distraction is, yo, we back at it. I thought we were done. This was war with Iran was coming to an end or whatever the fucking case would be. Gas prices was going down. Now we back to fucking feuding and beefing with them again. Nigga, gas prices. What the fuck is back to $4? What the come on, man. Come on, man.
Down to $3.30. I had just got down to $3.30.
I was just starting to enjoy that shit. Like, yo, now back to $4. There wasn't even no pause, Kiki. That shit went from $3.30, $4.
It seems
$4.
It seems illegal, felonious to put $30 in my bike. It seems felonious for me to spend $30 and fill up my bike. That's crazy.
Yo, to fill up a motorcycle, nigga.
That's diabolical in nature. Like I wanna write Governor Moore. I just wanna let me holler at you.
Yo, if we were out on your motorcycles, it's gonna cost you almost $30 to fill up your tank. Remember back in the days, it was like, yo, I remember when it was like $10. I can fill up my tank for $10.
I will get 30 because if we outside getting it will be 30 by the end of the day. But that's all day long.
That was all day moving around, not one fucking fill up. Now you do that shit. That's $100. You almost spent $100 on gas, nigga. Man, it's crazy out here. That's all I'm gonna say. It's crazy out here, y'all. We just got You know what I mean?
Blackout said, what did he say? Lettuce from. Hold on. He said it's diabolical. He said iceberg lettuce from Mexico sounds diabolical anyway. Soji said, I'm trying to unbig my back. I have Taylor brand salad mix and meal prep for the week. Last week, tomatoes, cucumbers, grapes, salad, strawberries, apples, no issues. They want so what side are you on, Tone? Are you like not gonna have lettuce and fruit or fuck it?
I mean, I'm still gonna get my lettuce and fruit if I got to. I'm just gonna clean my shit real, like scrub my shit. Hey people. That doesn't mean when you buy something from the store, you just instantly be like, yo, I'm gonna use it. Don't you clean your shit?
Got to.
Like fruit, your produce. Don't you clean your produce before you eat that shit?
Mine sitting in the bowl. Hold on, let me show
Like,
you.
yo, you got some stupid motherfuckers that just straight out. You ever watch when you walking through the store? You ever watch motherfuckers when you walking through the store and they'll go by us and grab some grapes and start eating fruit right there, eating shit right there in the store? You nasty son of a bitch, bro. You deserve whatever you get. Those are the people that should be getting the shits. Those are the people that should be shitting themselves violently. Because, nigga, how dare you just stick your hand in there, grab some grapes, and go about your business? Nigga, come on. I'm going to grab an apple, eat an apple. What? And then you got the niggas that'll take an apple or something like that and then wipe it on their shirt and then bite it. Nigga, that didn't clean shit. You got shit on your shirt, nigga. Man, come on. I mean, you got to be more careful.
And this is for more days to come. What more? We already had smoke from Canada. That was crazy. Tone, I walked out of my house on Friday. I swore that my neighbor house was on fire. I had the 9 and the 1 pressed. I'm looking for flame. That's how. Did you smell that?
Oh, you talking about the smoke the other day? Yo, the other day I came outside, right? Here's what's funny though, right? Why we only had it for one day and it should just disappeared after that? What's up with that?
It was 2. It was 2.
Really? The rain helped.
Okay. Because I was like, I came out of the house the other day when they was talking about it on the news. As soon as I came outside, yo, I thought something was burning. Nigga, y'all cooking out already? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. You niggas was cooking out already? Wait a minute. You know what I mean? All day long, but as the day proceeded on, I seen it got worse. It was really smelly out there. It was really bad. Like New York looked like some other shit off of a fucking movie. Like off of a fucking movie.
I couldn't see the horizon from the Beltway at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Mona, yes, thank you. She said high fructose corn syrup. Thank you.
Really?
That's what they don't want you to have, and yet that thing is in everything. It's in everything. So I just it's. And speaking of the storm behind the smoke, that storm almost it was flooding so. Did it flood where you were? It flooded so bad over here.
It was crazy though because everybody was talking about it's a flood and all that, and it was a monsoon and it went crazy. Yes. I'm sitting in Stafford like I was waiting for the shit to start. It got a little gray and then the sun came back out and nothing happened down on my end. Not even a drop.
You know what's funny, Tone? I'm like 20 minutes from you when I go to work. Yeah. And that shit, I couldn't see. I'm talking about, I'm a person, I never pull over. I never have hazards. I never have none of that shit. Like, I'm nigga, move. Couldn't do it. The water literally was at my running board. And everybody was just stopped somewhere. You couldn't see in front of you. The lights didn't work. The hazards didn't work. It was crazy. And I felt like we needed that. I don't know if they doctored that, if they did that on purpose, but we definitely needed that shit. And look where we at again, back at hell.
Back at hell. Next day, couple of days, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hot. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I work outside all day long. Y'all know I'm a gas man. You know what I mean? I turn your shit off. I turn your shit on. It is what it is. But you know what I mean? The other day, what was it? Friday when it was all that shit was going on. Was it Friday? I think it was Friday with all the smoke shit. Yo, my job was like, yo, we're not even gonna have y'all. Y'all don't get out the truck. Only get out the truck in case you get an emergency. So, yo, I sat in the truck all day long with the AC on. You know what I mean? And didn't really get out because I bring my lunch with me. So, you know what I mean? I didn't have no reason to get out unless I went to go take a piss or a shit or something like that. Otherwise than that, I had no reason to get out the fucking truck. You know? But you know, in those situations, you know, my job kind of looked out and was like, yo, listen, it's fucked up out here. You know?
That's dope. They have provisions for y'all because a lot of times, I think my clients wasn't giving a fuck. My clients was like, "Yeah, you still there? You blah blah blah." And I was like, "Listen, I had told everybody if it's too high, I understand." They wasn't rocking. They wasn't rocking.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if y'all didn't see the smoke, it wasn't like you're going to see heavy smoke. It was just really hazy outside. That's the best way to put it. Those days, it was hazy outside. You could smell it in the air. You know what I mean? It was fucked up. You know what I mean? You know, so it is. The rains help. But so even if the rains help, is the fire still burning up there?
Well, we ain't heard no more about it since then. Is that right, Hunter?
As far as I know, it's
And
being handled. So.
You heard about it, and then that was it. You know what I mean? So sometimes it makes you wonder: was it really forest fires in Canada, or you know what I mean, or was it some other shit?
It was because New York suffered a lot.
They always suffer the worst.
Well, but because mainly the way the smoke was moving, it was coming down. So not only, I mean, pretty much weathermen were monitoring it because they were aware of the fact that we're trying to see where the wind was blowing and where it was heading. And the Washington Spirit was playing against the Gotham FC around that time frame, and they had to have 4 water breaks because of that, because of how everything was. So because they could have canceled it, because they canceled several other games around the northeastern part of the United States because of all that smoke and stuff like that. So it was bad. It was bad.
Well, rest in peace to the Nissan Altima.
What do you mean?
They're gonna retire the Nissan Altima after this year. The 26th is the last model that they're gonna make with the Nissan Altima. So if you love that car, that's your shit. This is the last year.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They get rid of a lot of cars. They do that shit, and then they turn around and bring shit back later on. They bring shit back, you know. So the Nissan Altima, that was always like a female car. The little hood rat female car had it. Every hood females had the Nissan Altima.
And you can tell when dudes was borrowing it for the day. Because what is you doing with the little eyelashes?
Your girl, you driving, you know you was driving your girl car, nigga. And you fucking, yo, that nigga, you ain't own no Nissan Altima. You know what I mean? It had the little pink fuzzies hanging from the fucking windshield. You know what I mean? You know, your little fucking bedazzled steering wheel or the bedazzled license plate, nigga. We knew what you was doing, nigga. That wasn't your car. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Okay. You gotta call them out. You know?
I have some I don't know if it's shocking, I don't know if it's jarring news for you, but
what's that?
I don't know if you are keeping up with the Stefan Diggs situation.
What happened with Stefan?
Stefan Diggs was accused by a man of some sexual stuff.
I briefly heard that shit. I mean,
Tone.
Go ahead, I'm listening, Kiki. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just listening.
Shorty got receipts.
He got receipts. Stefan Diggs wanted his booty played with.
Stefan was asking him, "Can I stick my tongue in your ear? Let me meet up with you." Like the dude posted this shit online. But that's what I'm asking. Like,
all right, so if in fact, you know, Stefan Diggs is on DL, does it matter?
No.
Does it really matter?
To his baby mamas, I mean.
But does it matter if the nigga likes his booty hole played? What does it matter at this point? I mean, what is that guy trying to? What is he trying to get out of it?
Well,
just to expose him? Is he trying to expose him?
Okay. So I think that I don't care what sex you are. If you feel played with, you got to step out. Like I don't know what they was doing on the side. I don't know if he was was trying to wipe this nigga up. I don't know if he was doing that. And then now all of a sudden you trying to act like this is not what you're doing. So people find victory in saying, wait a minute, since you having problems, decide and let me help you decide. Let me get all the bitches who think. Let me show everybody. Okay. Now make it like I'm a liar. I'm in court. I'm suing you for such and such. I'm doing this and that, and you making it seem like I'm lying, like out of like you ain't.
So in other words, that's why they do doing it, because now you're making me seem like I'm crazy, like you playing with my intelligence. Just own your truth, own your fucking truth. If that was you, that was you. I mean, if Stephon Diggs, if that's what he's doing, and that's how he's rocking out, I mean, I'm not mad at him at that point. You know what I mean? If you gay, you gay. I mean,
just
why I'm not going to get mad at you, bro. I'm not even going to get mad at you. I mean, so if you're trying to expose him, I mean, is that what you're trying to get out of it, to expose him to the world? You know what I mean? Is that what you're getting out of it? Because I don't get it. If he's gay, it's what it is. What that got to do with me? I don't care.
They had this conversation where, don't tell nobody, you know what I'm saying? Then you can't have expectations that he gonna flaunt you or he gonna sport you around if he had those conversations. But if you are making me seem like I'm the crazy one, like I ain't fucking, or you ain't fucking me, or you making me seem like I'm a liar and you put me out, I gotta take care of a little bit.
So at the end of the day, is if a person is on the down low, right? And they don't want the world to know that they're on the down low, of course they're gonna deny it. They're gonna deny it and deny it. You know what I mean? And your job is you're gonna expose them.
If you lied on me. If you lied, if you played in my face, if you are doing this and you swore up and down on your mother's grave that you are straight, if you played in my face, if you played in my face, just yes.
So,
is it petty? Probably.
So because you lied, so you out here, you trying to expose somebody. Okay, this man is rapping with you, but he's on the down low, and because or for you, Kiki, it's a female. She's on the down low. You're going to expose her because you feel like she played in your face? Is that what you're going to do?
Let's do another example.
I mean, it's the same scenario. I'm just saying. I'm trying to understand what the purpose is of exposing them and making it, and this is headlines in the news. Why is this headlines? Why are we talking about this?
Why is headlines? That's the question. But it begs to imagine that if you get hush money, many people got hush money. Many people have said, look, don't say nothing here. Let me pay you. Many people have paid people off. Not say nothing. One, you didn't get an NDA, clearly. You know what I'm saying? Two, you didn't handle your business. Stephon Diggs probably dropped the ball on this. You didn't handle your business. And the shit that you did, he probably wasn't truthful. Everybody knows. I'm not saying it could be two things could be true, because he could be fucking lying. But when you got these receipts, and I'm showing these receipts, you probably pissed him off.
Okay, so that was no different than when they were showing receipts on Tyler Perry, and when Tyler Perry was and with Tyler Perry, you know what I mean? What Tyler Perry paid the nigga, because that shit disappeared. This shit will disappear as well. It will.
I think the shock and awe factor is different from Tyler Perry for some people with Stephon Diggs, because
Tyler Perry can be zesty at times. You know what I mean? But hey, you had to see some type of behavior from Stephon Diggs that would show a little zest. If he's bisexual, oh well. You know what I mean? Some people are just not ready to live in that truth yet. They just not. You know what I mean? And by exposing them, what did you really do?
Help you.
You exposing the motherfucker, but you know what I mean? Like, you just made this nigga hot like fish grease. You know what I mean?
Because but 3 minutes ago, some bitch that was cooking for you was saying you was doing shit to her. So if
he's doing it to both parties, man and female. I mean, like, nigga. I'd like to see him on This Is Polly. You can have a male and a female. Make it happen. You know what I mean? You're the center. And those are your extensions. For me, I'm not mad at that shit. At this point, at this stage in my life, I'm just not mad at that shit. If that's what that man is choosing to do, or if that's how that man is choosing to live,
But you owe people that you involved with. I'm not saying I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
The man has receipts that says
if you're choosing to hang on both sides of the street, the people that's on those streets have a right to know. Especially like if you spit it, Tone, if you coming to me and you telling me that this thing is a thing, I believe that thing is a thing. But when it's not one,
wait. Yo, this is Ty. Ty says sidebar. I was watching nasty stuff the other day, and I saw Orlando Brown in a gay joint. I wasn't watching gay porn. I swear it just popped up, but I never knew.
So we believe her.
I'm not surprised. You look at Orlando Brown sometimes. First off, motherfuckers think he's crazy. I don't think that nigga's crazy. I just think that nigga was touched as a child. And yeah, I think maybe he swing both ways. Shit. Look at fucking what's her name? Raven Simone. But damn, Ty, what was she watching? Ty?
I was watching some shit. That's what I'm stuck on. Ty, can we have a conversation with you?
Stuff.
It wasn't part of the scare.
Yo. So here's what's crazy. I was having a conversation with somebody, right, about this type of shit. And it come to find out a lot of females are turned on by watching two men get it on.
Ow.
Ouch. In a closed study of 6 females, majority of the females was curious and was like to watch two men kissing and getting it on.
I'm not one of those women. Ouch. Ouch. Tone. Mistakes happen, and when mistakes be happening back there, ouch. So that's all I can think of. Like,
I mean, okay, so let me play devil's advocate for a hot second. Yo, society has been trained to say that 2 women is the sexiest shit on earth. That's some sexy shit. You're like, no, but yo, now we got 2 men. Women want to see that shit. Women are getting off watching that shit. I get off watching 2 women. So what the fuck? I don't want to see 2 men. That's me. No. But
I just want to see me because I'm a motherfucker. That's all I want to see. I want to see me and Shorty with the cut up, yummy, with the yummy. Yummy.
I said. No, I don't need those views. I love you, Kiki. No, Kiki, I love you. I love you, Kiki. And yeah, I don't want no, I don't need to see that. Right?
Okay.
So I said it was him. I wanted the screenshot, but I didn't want people thinking I was just out here watching booty hole play. Yo, fuck. I mean,
so I said, I swear. Is what he say?
Yo, yeah, some of you women out here saying, nah, I see what you say, know me, know the fuck. Yo, you surprising. There are women out here that enjoy watching fucking gay porn with men. It's their thing. I can't knock them. It's their thing. I can't knock you because I like watching fucking women. So what the fuck?
But you know what? It just seemed, Tone, I'm telling you, if I could, I don't want to say what I want to say because people be taking me crazy.
I got a question though. When they be talking about these females,
my mind goes to, right? My mind, when I think about 2 men, I just think about pain. You know how you ever heard 2 dogs get stuck together and they be screaming? That's all I be thinking about, like, ow. I can't, I be feeling like, please don't hurt them. Because I know what dudes do to anyway. Just.
So Ty said again, here's Ty again. She says, I'm a hypocrite. Gay porn disgusts me. No, I don't like seeing anal shit at all.
Ow. Tone.
I mean, I had a conversation and it fucked me up. So here's the other thing. Here's my other thing. You know what looks really uncomfortable to me? When two females are scissoring like that. That shit, like, y'all ain't getting like coochie burn? I mean, what the fuck is going on? That shit looks a little uncomfortable. Y'all just bumping pelvises like that? How is... I got questions. I want to know.
seen that
Make
either.
it make sense to me. Somebody make it make sense to me.
I never seen just two girls. Like if I watch some nasty stuff, I probably seen like a girl and two girls and a dude, right? Or two dudes and a girl. And I really ain't never just sat and just watched two girls. I don't know why. It just doesn't interest me. I like some, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I can watch two females and then the guy comes in, he gets the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We've all watched nasty stuff. We've all watched nasty stuff. It is your preference to the nasty stuff you're watching. Ty said she was watching nasty stuff and it popped up. So now when you see Orlando Brown's face, you're like, huh, what's he doing here? Oh, my nigga, goddamn.
Listen, you know what I like, and you know I always got to parallel some shit, right? I like in gay women porn too. When you just watching like YouTube and you ain't pay for it, and the ads come up right at the cliffhanger part. The ads come on.
What the fuck you do that?
About women, like what is the?
So my other question is like, yo, do some of these studs really walk around wearing a strapped on dick all day long? How does that work for you? I mean, I
say yes, Kiki.
Right? I'm just saying. Some people out there, I can't knock a person for their preferences on what they like. You're gonna like what you like, and that's just what it is. That's where I'm at right now in this day and age. Yo, if you like it, I love it. But Joe.
She said scissoring feels good as shit.
Ty, help me understand how the fuck does that? It looks like it's uncomfortable. Like nigga, don't your thighs start to get hot? I mean, is your coochie juices cooling your shit off? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to understand how that I don't know. I ain't mad at you though. I don't understand. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, y'all are scissoring. Next thing you know, men are going to try to scissor, bumping balls together. I don't know. I don't get it. But Orlando Brown, he has been a little zesty. You can see the zest in the nigga.
He sucked
you
the
can
mic.
Tell.
He got up there on the thing and sucked the mic in front of, I think, Ray J or somebody was there.
Yo, that's another nigga that I think is on the down low too, is Ray J. Ray J and what's the nigga, Bronner, the boxer, the fat boxer now, Bronner dude? I think them niggas is zesty undercover niggas, huh?
Adrian Bronner?
Yes. I think them niggas is real zesty, and I think them niggas is undercover. They be doing some weird shit. Like my nigga, I'm around my homeboys, but we ain't walking around with all of us ain't got no shirts on and shit like that. What the fuck? Put your clothes on, nigga. I need to see your fucking body, nigga.
Can you not do that?
It's just some shit that I'd be like.
So you can't,
things, huh?
You can't walk around your homies. You can't like in Myrtle Beach.
Okay, here's a prime example. We have Myrtle and we in the Underworld house. Niggas got clothes on, B. Niggas is not walking around grown niggas with just no shirt on and no nothing like that. Nah, fuck out of here, nigga. Put your clothes on. What the fuck is you doing? What are you trying to advertise? Ain't nothing but niggas in this house. Why the fuck you walking around like that? Ain't nothing but niggas in here. Now I can understand if it was a house full of females and y'all trying to show off and walk around with no shirt on. All right, cool, have at it. But it's a bunch of men. And these niggas is on video, a bunch of men in there, and they looking like they hot and sweaty. They be saying some real questionable shit. I'd be like, yeah, I think Ray J likes his booty hole touched. I think his booty hole's been touched. I think fucking Broner, his booty hole. Them niggas is zesty. Zesty with a capital Z.
I disagree. Like I'm not a man, but I think men can walk around. I think they can walk around when it's hot.
Batman, 95 million. I'm Ty. I got questions, Ty. That's why I'm asking. Batman, you know what I mean? Yes, Ty. I swear to you. Batman, as the $1 million question I had. Yo, so you want a stud, right? Let me get this. You want a stud, right? But a woman straps on a fake dick and looks like a nigga. So why not go get a real nigga? That I'm like, yo, I'm trying to understand the psyche of that. You know what I mean?
Say
Like,
that again.
You understand that? You are you really confused by that? Because it's not just about sex. With I'm not gay, I don't know, but it's not just about sex. Like even heterosexual relationships, it's not just about sex. It's about whatever the emotional, the love for the person.
okay.
It just so happens that they still want to be penetrated. They just don't want a man to do it.
We're back on that again.
So no, it's not. We're not bashing. I'm just saying. I'm just curious to that. You know what I mean? But like everybody's saying, yo, them niggas is gay. Them niggas is. I think Ray J and them niggas is gay. Like, yo, I'm a grown ass man. I wouldn't be like I'm sitting in a room. We're a bunch of grown ass men. I'm not sitting there with no shirt on, just chilling. Like, what's up? Nah, nigga. Nah, B. Yo, go look at some of them videos with Ray J and them, and they posting them shit where them niggas is sweet. I'm not mad at them, but they sweet. Just know that's not nigga. No. That's like fucking sitting around. We all sitting there. Nah, man. We had a men's group, right? We had fucking Batman OT in the men's group. Niggas, men sitting around. They not sitting around with no shirts off. Like, oh, it's hot. Let me take my shirt off. Nigga, what? Put your clothes on, baby. Get the fuck out of here.
What happens when you go to the pool, Tone? It happens. It's
okay. Now that's different. In the pool, you in the pool, you got no shirt on, okay. But even in the pool, sometimes I got a white beater on. I mean, yo, you can have no shirt on. You in a pool setting. I'm talking about being in a room in the house, in the living room, chilling with no shirts on, saying zesty shit to one another. Yeah, you laughing. You know what the fuck it is. You know what it is. You know what I mean?
I have to laugh at that.
You see, I'm not saying I'm not. Hey, Hunter. What I'm saying, white man, is if you gay, I don't give a fuck about it. I don't care. That's your prerogative. Be cool, but you know what I mean? Yeah, some of your behavior is a little zesty and it's a little questionable. Yo, that's like y'all women sitting around like Kiki. You got a house full of all the double down riders in there. Y'all sitting in there with no shirts on and titties just out swinging?
No.
Okay then. Okay then. You know what I mean? Saying zesty shit to one another?
Yeah, because men are not required to have shirts on. So I'm thinking that it's different. Like men.
Why are men not required to have shirts on? If you're hanging out around me, nigga, put your shirt on. Like, yo, I don't even want that type of fucking shit. Put your shirt on, nigga. Why you got your shit off? You know what I mean? Now I can understand if you're a bodybuilder, you trying to show off your shit, but put your shirt on, nigga. Put your shirt on. Ain't nothing but niggas right here. Ain't nothing but niggas right here. Why do you walk around like that? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. That's not cool. That's not cool. I'm sorry.
Ties on her best bullshit today. She said most women don't even climax from penetration alone. So half of the time, y'all not really needed.
Damn. This made my dick feel insignificant. Made my dick feel insignificant right now. Like, yo, fuck it. I get it. It's a mental thing. Okay, it could be a mental thing. You know what I mean? Some niggas can eat coochie just as good as females. I mean, it can happen. I mean, I don't know. You know,
It must be my bedtime.
and like people said, everybody saying you could tell how they're gay because how they treat the women that be around them. Like, yeah. What? Niggas just come out and be what it is. You know what I mean? Ain't Ray J supposed to be dead by now? That nigga had some disease, like he was supposed to die or something like that.
Well,
his eyeball was bleeding or something. Fuck out.
Yeah, but he's supposed to have this weird fight with Orlando Brown, so who knows?
Yes. Because Orlando Brown.
So they gonna grease each other up. They gonna fight each other, and then they gonna wrestle and do what they do after the match.
He out people and don't care. That's why. But Tone, I think we got to talk about this whole. We got to get back. Blackout. I think that y'all can have your shirts off, yo.
No. Okay, man. I want you to go into a Diamonds clubhouse, right? Them niggas is not sitting around all around with no shirts on.
That's different.
It's the same thing. Why would you want to be walking around with no shirts on? Y'all not doing nothing. It's not like y'all niggas is working out, exercising. Y'all just there, chilling, no shirts on, saying zesty shit to one another.
I don't think minus the zesty shit. Minus the zesty shit.
You can't minus it because I'm seeing it on the video. I'm hearing them saying zesty shit.
Can I say something that's probably gonna be so disrespectful?
Go ahead.
But nobody in Underworld better not be walking around with their shirts. So they can't. Like, if just imagine if y'all was like some cut up niggas. Like, I think that y'all was working out. I think that nobody would think nothing of it. I think that y'all shouldn't walk around.
No.
Shouldn't.
You know who used to do that? The Southern gentlemen used to walk around in their house with shirts on. The cut up niggas used to walk. The Southern gentlemen used to do that shit. And I was like, but why? It's just you niggas in the house together chilling, and y'all niggas walk around with no shirts on. What's up? Put some clothes on. I don't need to see that shit. Put some clothes on, man.
How you feel when these swole niggas be showing up at bike parties in the dead of summer and they ain't got no shirts on? I know some people who
So understand this. We're in a setting there, females there, and you trying to show off for a female and catch a female's attention with your body. I completely understand that. If we're in a situation where it's all men and you show up like that, I'm questioning shit. Off the rip. I'm questioning why are you walking around like that, sir? Put a shirt on. Put some clothes on. This is nothing but niggas in here. Fuck you gotta be like that for, bro? What are you trying to advertise? You know what I mean? You like your booty hole played with, sir. I ain't mad at you, but it ain't happening over here. This is what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised if Orlando does try to bend over Ray J. He might like it. Who would be the pitcher or the catcher from that? You think fucking Orlando is the pitcher and Ray J is the catcher? Ray J seems like more like a bottom. He seems all like a bottom. He does. You know what I mean? He's a little zesty like that. He's been zesty like that. You know what I mean? Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just curious about that. You know what I mean? I don't make this shit up, though. You know what I mean? I'm not making this shit up. I'm just telling you. This is just what it is. You know what I mean? If I'm in a setting, let's say it's me, Batman, all of us hanging out, and Batman comes in there with no shirt on, Batman, please put a shirt on. What the fuck are you doing, though? What the fuck is you doing? Like, yo, I get it. Batman's a motherfucking diesel motherfucker. But, yo, Batman, it's just nothing but men around here. Batman would side with me on this. I bet you Batman would side me on this. There's no way that you in a group of niggas and these niggas comes in there, no shirt on. What's up, fellas? What's going on? You know what I mean?
Maybe it's Marine. Maybe it's Marine thoughts. Ty and Batman is on their best shit. He said all them boys been played with. That's Hollywood zesty mania protocol.
She said, Southern gentlemen, they used to walk around Bike Week shirtless. They ain't gay. She said, I don't think. You know what I mean? You never know these days. I'm not saying they are. I don't know. I don't know. Really don't care. I'm just saying the point of it is yo, if it's a group of men and we all hanging out and there are no females around, why in the fuck are you walking around me with no shirt on, nigga? Why? You know what I mean? Nigga. Here's my other gripe. Pull your pants up when you walk around me. Don't be walking around me with your ass hanging out and shit like that. Pull your pants up, put a belt on, nigga. Well, nah, we ain't doing all that. You know what I mean?
1,000 degrees plus tax.
What did he say? He said, walking around another man with my shirt off without being in the gym, even that's questionable. The pool or the beach, it's not happening. You see?
Okay.
He said, if you a man showing up like that a man can talk you out of them cakes, sir. That's what Batman said. You sit there and indulge with a nigga with no shirt on, he gonna get your booty cheeks slim. This is what it is. Hell no, man. Man law. That is a man law. That should be number one. That should be one of the top 10 commandments of man law. If you're around a group of men, have a shirt on. Have a shirt on. You know what I mean? Let's not even do that. You know what I mean? What did Ty say? I think so. She said, I think it because your men got titties. Ty, yo.
Just saying.
Yo, shit. Yo.
this up as a post. I need it. I need it for context and for science and for the sake of. I need to find out. I need to find out about the no shirt law. I'm gonna put it up as a poster, and we're gonna see.
And if niggas is like, nah, that's cool, everything like that, you better keep a good eye on them from here on out. Keep a good eye on them. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm with my niggas. I'm with my fucking niggas. And the fuckers, you ain't got no shirt on, nigga. Put some clothes on, nigga. Why aren't you walking around like that? Why aren't you comfortable? Even if you freshly out the shower, nigga, get dressed. Get dressed before you come out here like this. Yo, I am telling you, in the underworld house in Myrtle, that's, yeah, no. Even my house next door and it's Cohen house, no. Put some shit on. Put some shit on. Put your clothes on. They can come down here. Don't come down here with no shirt on or nothing like that, nigga. What the fuck is you doing? You know what I mean?
Oh, well, guess what?
Yo, man titties is a thing. Hold on. I don't want to see no fucking man titties. Like, nah. There are people out here that got man titties, right? Nick, no. You know what I mean? No. Put a shirt on, sir. Put some clothes on. Do something. Get a fucking push-up bra. Do something with yourself or something, man. That's what it is. All right, Kiki.
It's another fine Monday.
Fucking Monday. Why are we like this? You know what I mean? I'm Mr. Sweaty Balls, aka Tone.
I'm Mean Persuader, aka Clyde and Portia's daughter.
That's it. And down below, as Hunter, aka the White Ghost. We'll see y'all next week.
I love y'all. Like, share,
That's right. Please and thank you.
Where you at? Where you at?